guys, Brent Splay from ThirstGym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called the Chaos Overhead Press, and we're going to use the Earthquake bar here from Band Bell to show you how this is done. This is a great exercise. Just blow your shoulders up, improve shoulder stability, and help your overall overhead pressing. So what you're going to need, you don't have to have a Bamboo bar like this. It's great because it's lightweight and it definitely challenges the exercise a little bit more, but you can use a standard barbell here as well. And then what you're also going to want, weights that you can tie to it. So you want to use bands. Depending on what bands you use can make it more challenging. I like to use the micros for as much as I can. Sometimes then I'll start over to the minis. But the kettlebells are nice because they have the handle in them. As you can see, it provides some oscillation here as it moves. So as I'm pressing it, it's not only shaking and everything, but I've also got that load behind it, and it's going to move up and down and sway. So it's going to challenge my shoulder stability, my trunk stability, and just overall make it a more challenging exercise. This isn't an exercise you're going to try to 1 rep max on, okay? This is an exercise that's designed to do exactly that, and that's improve shoulder stability and overhead strength from the improvement of the stability that you're going to get. So this is, all your mechanics are going to be the same as your general overhead press that you would do with a barbell or military press, whatever you want to call it. So that's all going to be the same. This is just going to be the setup, what we're doing. So what I like to do is just get in my regular overhead press position here, unrack the weight. As we unrack it, however, we want to let that weight kind of settle, because you can see it's already starting to challenge me. We'll walk back, let the weight settle a bit. Then I want to make sure I'm good to go. Good breath, press overhead, brief hold, come back down. Really try to own the position at the top and the bottom. So what you don't want to do is go like this. That's going to make it pretty challenging, and it's going to kind of throw you off balance. Get it down here, overhead, brief hold to get that stability, and then back. You want to shoot your head through the window here. You don't want to press it up and leave it out like that, okay? Anything remotely heavy, and you're not going to be able to do that anyways usually, but bring it back straight over your heels, back down towards your chest. If you're able to get a good front rack, awesome. This isn't really heavy enough for me. I can kind of get one, but not great. But again, you're going to be here, over, back. Okay, so pretty simple to your overhead press, just adding that stability component as I mentioned. When it comes to programming for this, because it's a stability-based exercise, for me personally, one, I would obviously add more weight. I was able to control that pretty well. But the big thing is you want this for higher repetitions to be able to fatigue that small musculature and really focus on the stabilizing piece. If you're somebody that's training your overhead, this is great because at the top, it's really going to be very challenging because that's a longer lever arm, right? So that's where it's going to come into the most key importance for you as an overhead athlete, is when you go to press, hold that for a brief second before you come back down like I was doing, because that oscillation is going to work here. So if you're training like an overhead press, or if you're doing a clean and jerk like you're a Olympic weightlifting athlete, excuse me, then I understand you're going to have to hold that there anyway, so you're going to get that benefit of working the smaller musculature and the stabilizing piece as well. If you happen to be a power lifter, I personally would do this more with bench press, which I have a video of. However, I do see merit here because it's going to tax that stabilizing musculature a little bit more, and because our shoulder blades are not pinned down on the bench here, so therefore our scapula is allowed to move a little bit, which can be a good thing. Just make sure that you're able to get overhead comfortable without any kind of shoulder pain. But again, stabilizing that, high reps, usually 2 to 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps is generally what I like to program. Use it as a finisher of your bench press day, and it also goes great with doing things like band pull aparts and face pulls and whatnot to just improve that overall shoulder stability and upper back strength. But again, just a variation of using the Earthquake bar to help you out. So if you got any questions on how to set it up or anything like that, I know I ran through that part kind of quick. It's really not that complicated, but just let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Have a great day.